السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته everyone. I pray you are all in good health and iman inshallah. It has been a while since I have posted a YouTube video. I know, I am so sorry. My DMs have been flooded with people saying to me, where have you gone? Are you okay? You've disappeared. Now, you guys know that I don't like posting just for the sake of posting, which is another reason why I haven't posted in the last 2 weeks. But many people have been messaging me asking me how they can get over overthinking, how they can stop overthinking and have tawakkul in Allah. And honestly, this is one of my favorite topics. So without further ado, let's begin inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It's not fun to overthink, and it's not going to be easy to stop overthinking. You're going to have to put things into practice. When you find yourself thinking things over and over again, thinking what if I fail, what if things go wrong? Let me tell you something. You're not alone, and more importantly, you don't have control. Allah does. We forget that this life is actually a test. It is not real, it is an illusion. Everything is a test. Every stress, every delay, every heartbreak, it's not a punishment, it's a part of the test. And I think one thing that this generation definitely struggles with is victimizing themselves consistently. And this feeds into overthinking. You are sat there thinking over and over again about yourself, about what happened in that situation to you. And again, you're thinking that this is a punishment, not that this is part of a test. When you're in an exam, there are going to be questions that you struggle with. Likewise, in this test that we live in this illusion, there are going to be trials that you will struggle with. Once you realize that this life is just a test, you will stop trying to control every single question paper that you get. Why are you trying to force control over something which you will never have control over? Why are you thinking about something before it's even come to you? Before you go into an exam, you're stressed because you're thinking what questions are going to come up. But is there really anything you can do? Is there really any control you have over that exam paper? No, you have none. So why are you sat there trying to control a question that's going to come to you when you have no idea what it is, when it's going to come, how it's going to come? It's difficult to stop habits, for example, biting your nails or picking at your hands or swearing and drinking and smoking. Habits are difficult to stop. They're addictions, and overthinking is one of them. So yes, the habit itself is going to be difficult, but when you're in the moment, the ability to stop it is going to be so incredibly easy if you take in these steps. The first one being, remember that this is a test. Remember that you have no control in this situation, and that's okay, because none of this is really real. Which leads me on to my next point, which is that nothing is real. What are you overthinking about? You're overthinking about how a conversation is going to go with someone that doesn't actually exist. Things that we worry about, grades, money, relationships, they're not lasting. They're not the final reality. Our real life begins after this one. It's like we're living in an exam hall right now. This life is an exam hall. And yes, in the moment it's scary, it's stressful. The moment it's over, none of the fear remains. Why let something temporary steal your peace when Jannah is forever? The second that I catch myself overthinking, I remember that nothing is real. Why am I scared about how a conversation is going to go? Why am I scared about how my friends are going to treat me at school? Why am I scared about an exam? Why am I scared about how my family are going to treat me if they see me wearing the niqab? If no one is real. These people are put in your life to be your test. Now, does that mean that you need to be self-absorbed and not care about anyone else? No, because they are your test. They're a test in the sense that how are you going to deal with your family shunning you because you wear the niqab? They're a test in the sense that how are you going to react when you see someone close to you crying? They're a test in the sense that how are you going to react when someone in your family picks a fight with you? Yes, they aren't real, but they're there for you. Remember that there's no need to think about something that isn't permanent. How much of your life have you spent overthinking about a situation? How many months, if you add up all the time together, how many months have you spent overthinking? Not to mention, Allah has power over everything. You overthink because you think that you have to fix everything. But who owns the universe? Who controls hearts and plans and outcomes? Wallahu ala kulli shay'in qadir. And Allah is most capable of everything. When you truly believe that, everything becomes much easier because you remember it is not all on you, it is on the one who never fails. No matter what situation is happening in your life, only control that you have in that situation is to go and pray 2 rakat, to go and ask Allah for Him to make whatever's best happen. Allah is Al-Bari, Al-Razaq, Al-Wahhab, Al-Qahar. He is Al-Salam, Al-Muhaymin, Al-Aziz. He is Al-Khaliq. He is Allah. We have humanized Allah far too much, and that is going to be a completely separate video because genuinely it deserves its own 20-30 minute video. Who do you think you are to be thinking about a situation that you have zero control over except for the fact that you can pray to your cat and Allah out of his mercy will answer your dua, out of his love for his servant who believes in him without seeing him, his servant who has iman, out of his love for that servant he may answer your dua, but he is the one who has control over everything. So why are you overthinking? Have tawakkal, pray to your cat and leave it in the hands of Allah. Now, how are you going to put all these things into practice? Because yes, it's nice to hear these things and feel empowered and feel motivated, and then it really comes down to it and all of a sudden you're having a panic attack because you have no idea what you're going to get in your exam. You're having a panic attack because you have no idea how people are going to treat you at school. Having a panic attack because you have no idea how to cut off friends that are bad for you. When it comes down to it, you need to pause and make dua. Say hasbi Allah wa ni'mal wakil. Shift your focus from what if it all goes wrong to Allah has something far better planned for me. Simplify your mindset. Don't try and have control over the situation. Don't try to control what's written. Just try your best and leave it at that. And adhkar, adhkar, adhkar. Subhanallah, Allahu Akbar, Alhamdulillah, Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, Subhanallah al-Azim. It will ground you. If you don't know the meanings, memorize the meanings, because when you're saying Subhanallah, you're thinking glory be to Allah. When you're thinking Allahu Akbar, you're thinking Allah is greater. Allah is greater than these problems. Allah is greater than all the things I'm thinking about. So he has control. So I can sit back and I can relax because I have tawakkal. I have a relationship with Allah. I know Allah loves me. He will make what is best happen for me. I am praising Allah to ground myself. I am praising Allah whom I have never seen, whom I am believing in, who I am leaving all the temptations of the dunya for. And Allah knows this. Allah is greater than these problems and he will fix them for me. For example, the most beloved statement to Allah is when his servant says, Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika wa tabarak hasmuka wa ta'ala jadduka wa la ilaha ghayruka. Glory be to you, O Allah, and your praises. Blessed is your name, exalted is your majesty, and there is no God beside you. So when you're about to overthink and instead you think, no, Allah has power over everything, and instead you say, Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika wa tabarak hasmuka wa ta'ala jadduka wa la ilaha ghayruka, you don't think that Allah is going to bless you with the best that he knows? And let's say instead it just keeps going downhill. Let's say you have cut off all your friends fi sabilillah. And instead of having better company, you have no one. Then you put on the niqab and your family don't like it and your family tell you you're being an extremist. And instead your family shame you and mock you. And then you try to seek knowledge and your family stop you from seeking knowledge. Nothing in your life seems to be going right, but you are constantly praising Allah. You are constantly saying Allahu Akbar, Alhamdulillah, Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, Subhanallah al-Azim. These bad things that are happening to you, someone close to you passing away, having no friends, having no company, it being difficult to practice your deen in the comfort of your own home because of your family, is that not the best thing that could have happened to you? Is that not Allah loving you? قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من يريد الله به خير يصب منه. If Allah wills good for someone, he afflicts him with trials. If you are constantly in remembrance of Allah and you are constantly trusting in Allah, know that no matter what situation happens, no matter what outcome occurs, it is the best outcome that there was. Know that nothing is real. No one is real. Your friends aren't real. They are simply a question. Your family members who shame and mock you for practicing the deen openly, who call you an extremist, are a question of your character and a question of your iman. And remember that who better would there be to have control over everything, to have control over your entire life, over the people around you, about what you see, what you hear, your ability to see and hear. Who better to have control over all of that than Allah? الباقي النور الهادي الأول الآخر ذو الجلال والإكرام. Who else would you trust to have control over everything? Because me personally, I am content. I am ecstatic. الحي القيوم has control over everything, and that all I need to do is pray to him 5 times a day and I can have everything I could ever want. This test will be the easiest test for me, or it will be the worst test for me, but either way I have the best outcome, Jannah, which is our only goal. So you're overthinking about something which is only temporary. You're sat there wasting this test away. Instead of spending nights in worship, you're spending nights up crying about temporary things, temporary friendships, temporary family. You are living through a test, not a tragedy. The one who wrote your story already knows the ending. And if you trust and worship him, I promise you it will be the best thing. It will be the best test that could ever happen to you. So stop overthinking and start believing. I pray that this video is of benefit. Any haqq is from Allah, and any mistakes I've made in this video are from me. May Allah forgive me and allow you to forget what I've said. Allahumma Ameen. Wa alaikum, السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.